Hi, I'm Anna. Today is May 21st. Iran just dropped what may be the biggest obstacle yet to any nuclear deal with Washington. The uranium is not leaving. According to Reuters, Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei directly ordered that Iran's stockpile of near-weapons-grade enriched uranium must stay inside the country under all circumstances. The White House quickly pushed back, calling the report untrue, but noticeably did not deny that Iran is refusing to move the uranium. And that's the real problem. The US and Israel reportedly see removal of the uranium stockpile as non-negotiable. Israel believes Trump personally promised that Iran's highly enriched uranium would be shipped out as part of any deal. Khamenei's reported order basically blows that up. We're not talking about small amounts either. Before the war, Iran reportedly possessed more than 400 kilograms of highly enriched uranium, enough, according to IAEA estimates, for roughly 9 nuclear weapons if further enriched. The current location of much of that material is still uncertain. So after months of airstrikes, threats, sanctions, and negotiations, the core issue hasn't changed. Iran still has the uranium, nobody fully knows where all of it is, and Tehran now appears unwilling to give it up. That matters because the military option already failed to fully stop Iran's nuclear program. US-Israeli strikes last year damaged facilities, but intelligence assessments reportedly concluded they did not fundamentally eliminate Iran's capabilities. In other words, the strikes didn't solve it, and now diplomacy may not either. While Washington is trying to manage Iran, another pressure campaign is suddenly heating up much closer to home, Cuba. On May 20, the U.S. Justice Department unsealed criminal charges against former Cuban leader Raul Castro over the 1996 shootdown of 2 civilian aircraft operated by brothers to the rescue, killing 4 people. On paper, it looks symbolic. Castro is 94 years old and no longer officially in power. But here's where things get interesting. The same day the indictment dropped, the USS Nimitz carrier strike group arrived in the Caribbean. If that sounds familiar, it's because the exact same pattern reportedly happened before the U.S. operation against Venezuela's Nicolas Maduro earlier this year, legal indictment first, military pressure second. Trump has already hinted that Cuba is next. Marco Rubio released a Spanish-language message directly targeting the Cuban regime. And when reporters asked Trump whether military action could follow, he answered, "I don't want to say that." That's classic Trump strategic ambiguity, not confirming, not denying, but making sure everyone notices. Cuba is now watching the same playbook that Venezuela saw months ago: sanctions, indictments, naval pressure, regime rhetoric, psychological pressure. Meanwhile, back in New York, nature reminded everyone that America's infrastructure may be just as fragile as global politics. A thunderstorm dumped roughly 2 inches of rain in under an hour across parts of New York City, flooding streets, trapping vehicles, and turning parts of Queens and Brooklyn into rivers. Videos showed buses driving through deep water while underpasses disappeared completely underwater. And here's the uncomfortable reality: this wasn't some once-in-a-century disaster. New York keeps flooding because much of its sewer system was built over 100 years ago, for a climate that no longer exists. Engineers say fixing the system would cost tens of billions of dollars and take decades.